Welcome home, everybody. My name is Matthew KALB, and I'm going to be taking you on a journey through my childhood, through all those great food memories of growing up in New Orleans. Because after all, New Orleans is the best food city in the world. So, what we're going to do today, I'm going to make my own version of a Hubig's pie, which brings back so many memories. So for that, I'm going to use 3 Granny Smith apples. I like to use Granny Smith apples because they have that little tartness to them. So I'm going to peel these. But as I peel these, I'm going to tell you all a little bit about, where this memory is coming from. When I was little, we used to take bike rides. I would sit on the back of my dad's car seat and my mom would ride right next to us. And she'd have a little basket in and we'd all wheel together. And we went to this old grocery store. It had these screen doors and it was on a corner, and I remember it vividly. Because we would go there and get roast beef po' boys, a nice cold bottle of Barq's root beer, and then we'd always choose a Hubig's pie for dessert. I would always choose apples, so that's why I'm doing this, but a little bit updated from the normal version. So I'm going to finish. Cutting the apples, and we'll be right back. Use vanilla bean pods and your sugar, and then it'll slowly add aroma to the sugar, and you're not going to be wasting. So my filling is done. I have it kind of cooling down in the refrigerator so that it's not going directly hot into the dough. But what I'm going to do is save yourself some time, please. They make really good pie dough already made. You can do so much with this. It cuts the time. I do like to make dough, but we're looking for easy right now. And this would actually be something fun for your kids to do. So, basically, you're just going to take it out of the bag. Just like that. Then I'm going to put a little bit of bench flour down. And you want to do it like this, where you're spreading it all evenly. Put that to the side. Then we are going to unroll the dough. Beauty about this, I don't need a rolling pin. It's already done for me. So move it around, make sure it's nice, and then I'm going to use a glass as a cutter. This is the perfect circumference because I want them to be kind of bite-sized. I'm going to take a little bit of that powder so it doesn't stick, and then you're going to do it just like that. I'll place it on the flour. Very easy to do. Actually, I was watching Julia Child one time. She was doing this, and she was kind of the pioneer for all the chefs out there today, especially for the Food Network. And she was herself. She liked to talk like this and bon appetit. But this is something that I know she would like. So we're going to take our last one, just like that. Most people throw away the rest of dough. I like to kind of ball it back up. So I got my filling out of the fridge. You can see how much it thickened up. I'm just going to give it a little stir. Oh man, it smells so good. I can't even explain it to you. So we're going to fill these pies. Very easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about a half of a tablespoon, because you don't want to overfill these. Just like that. And then from that point, what we're going to do is we are going to fold them over and make that classic Hubig pie shape. So I'm stretching out the dough just slightly, and I'm coming over. Now, seal the ends. I'm gonna take the end of my fork, just like this. Then after that point, I'm just gonna let them rest for a little bit on a powdered cookie sheet, and we'll be right back up to fry them. So, my pies have rested. They've gotten really good. You can see, kind of like a little empanada in a way. You know, you could during Thanksgiving, you could fill these with pumpkin pie filling. You can fill them with scrambled eggs. There's so much stuff you can do with this. So right now I'm gonna fry it. Fryer is at a perfect temperature of 375, very important. Then we're gonna drop them in. And it's got a light bubble, which is what I want. Put these in. Just like that. We're gonna let that go for about 2.5 minutes when they're golden brown, and then we'll be right back to show you how we're gonna finish it all up. So now they've came out of the fryer, and you can look how awesome these look. And while they're warm, Hubig's pie, big thing was it had a thin glaze on it, just like a donut, and we're gonna make a quick little recipe. So I have about 1/2 cup of powdered sugar here that I'm gonna add a little bit of 1/2 and 1/2. And then I'm gonna keep adding until the consistency is what I want. And I want it to be a little bit looser than a normal glaze. So we're gonna mix that all up. Just like that. You wanna get all the lumps out. You want it to be about that thick. So what I'm gonna do is, from this point, I'm just gonna glaze these beautiful donuts, or Hubig's pie rather, on there. The glaze is gonna get nice and hard. And then when we come back, I'm gonna show you how to plate it all in presentation. Okay, so the glaze is set up, and I kind of wanted to add a little fun, little whimsy, so I crushed up some Apple Jacks. Who doesn't love Apple Jacks? I could eat a big mixing bowl about this big and just chomp down on it. But this is what they look like when they're done. And then now we're just gonna present them. And I like to present in a fun, playful way, because I believe, you know, not only do you eat with your eyes, like I'm trying to feed your soul. So I like to get playful, you know, make all this noise. Okay, so we're gonna take this, take some parchment paper. Just like that on the board. Then I'm gonna come down just like this. And then, because I have to leave my own little touch on everything, my secret ingredient to give anything the wow factor, and that is going to be gold leaf. Now I know you're wondering, gold leaf? You can't eat gold leaf. Actually, you can. It helps with digestion and is edible. So, it's really fun to play with. Basically, we're gonna lay it on top of each one. Just like so. This isn't the easiest part. We're gonna jazz it up. Just like this. Put this away, and And then look, how beautiful would this be served on a buffet table, you know, as a little pass around. You can actually hold this piece of wood like this. And look how awesome this looks. But what I am waiting for is, what does it taste like? So you can see it's nice and gooey on the inside. I'll tell you what, man, this really does transport me back to my childhood. And I think that's what's really important about food. Food memories are important. So follow me on this journey next week as we continue to make food memories together. Y'all have a good day.